can you just give a brief introduction regarding your working experience and all?
Yeah, definitely, Priya and Rohit. Actually, myself, Harishchandra Prasad Gadi, and um, my ServiceNow experience is relevant to ServiceNow is 3 years of the experience with the ITSM module like incident management, problem management, change management. I have worked on the catalogs and client scripts, business rule script includes, and recently I moved to the integration. I have touched the integration part as well, and service portal a little bit, not that much of knowledge I have. I have worked on two requirements. I have worked on the service portal. That's it. And flow designer. Recently, I worked on the flow designer as well. And that is also not a complete knowledge, but I'm having a good knowledge on it. Okay. And incident management problem. That one is completed. Catalogs. Like catalogs, client scripts, glide records, SLAs, um, notifications, surveys.
Okay,
These
okay,
things. Yeah.
okay. So can you tell me any of
Yeah.
your assignment regarding any of your assignment without taking your the assignment or project name? Just you face some
Mhm.
challenges for that, some complex assignment you have done so far.
Yes, yes, yes. Really understood. Um,
And what are the challenges you
on service
faced?
portal,
Mm,
yes, yes, yes. I have faced the challenges like this thing on service portal. Whenever we are submitting the request, it is not it is not submitting to the this thing on request table. We have configured that one, and by using the coding and client and server side, after that we have written one of the script include, then it will be works as a very fine. And on virtual agent, as well, we have the whenever we connected with the virtual agent to AWS live agent, um, AWS live agent, it is the attachment is
mhm,
not coming. The attachment, whenever we are sending the data from one to another, right, the attachment icon is not coming. That's the problem we have faced. I have faced. um, these two are very challenging for me.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So just
Yeah.
starting from the initial, can you tell me what is the difference between client script and UI policy? When we will use client script and when we will use UI policy?
Ye- yes. Client scripts and UI policy. First I'll tell the UI policy.
Mhm,
Um, Whenever user wants to um, make the field as mandatory, read only, or visibility, we need to use the UI policies. And client scripts, we can do many operations on client side, which is from
mhm,
only from client side. Okay. And we can do many operations like add decoration, remove decoration, add option, remove option, and mandatory, visibility, read only. Many things we can do on the client side. This is a major difference between the UI policies and client scripts. On UI policy, we can write the script as well, um, but it's not a good practice because we have a client scripts. We can write on this client scripts only. There is a major difference between the client scripts and UI policies.
So, for example, if you need to make a field mandatory, okay,
Mhm.
then which one you will prefer to use, UI policy or client script, based on some
Um,
condition?
yeah, definitely I'll use the UI policy because there is a no coding will be there on UI policy. So definitely it will come UI policy. I
Okay,
can write on client
okay,
script as well. Hmm. I can write on client
yeah,
script as well, but my
okay,
preference is going to UI policy is better.
yeah, okay. So this is the ServiceNow best practice, right? Not to use
Yeah.
much
Yes.
scripting where you can write
Yes.
the configuration and you can achieve. Okay,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
okay. So can you tell me regarding few best practices of ServiceNow which we can, I mean, which we should follow and which we should not?
Um. Yeah. Actually, whatever we can do, like EA policies, we can do like this without coding, or whatever we can do the configurations. That is the one of the best practices. On Flow Designer recently, um, the automation is doing without coding. it's really good practice, and that one is also one of the best practices. um, we can use both client and server sides. That is also a good practice. By like I'm telling, data policies we can use if we want to do if we want to do the server side as a any mandatory fields like that, we can do.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So you have used script include, right?
yeah,
Okay. So
yes, I
just
have
I'm
used the
giving
script
you,
included.
yeah, I'm giving you one scenario how you will achieve it. So for example, in incident table, okay,
Hmm.
there is a,
Hmm.
field caller, okay, and
Okay,
there is another field location, okay. So maybe
okay,
you are creating one custom field as location, okay, and
okay.
when the caller is selected, then the location will be auto populated from the
Hmm.
user profile in the incident
Yes,
form. So how
yes,
we
yes.
will achieve it? Yeah.
Yeah, um, we can use the glide ajax method regarding this.
Mhm.
Okay, and we can write the script include on code on the script include, and we need to call to the glide ajax, and we need to query the user table first. And you asked the location, right?
Mhm.
First we need to call the user table, and
So for
on condition
example,
we need
in
to
incident, yeah, sorry to interrupt. For example, in
mm,
the incident form, caller field is
mhm.
there, and you have created one new field, a custom field as location. Okay, and
Okay, yeah,
when user is will select any caller, based on that caller, the location will be populated in that location field on the incident form, and what will be the location? The location will be populated from the
uh,
user table. I mean, from that user's
yes, yes,
profile. Okay. Yeah. Just
yeah,
yeah.
yes,
Tell me step by step how you will achieve it.
yeah. um, First I'll write the script include, and function, if any function is there on this side, on client side, I will mark it as sysparam name. Okay, and next, after that, if I have to call any field like a location field, okay, um, I will do the dot walking for user dot location. Okay, and I will move from server side to client side by using the glide ajax method.
Okay. On client side, you are doing dot work. You were saying.
Dot working on the user table. Okay, I need to query the user table, and after that I need to move from script include to the client script. Then it will populate on the form.
How you will
Hope you got
call
it.
the client script? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, by using glide ajax method.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
So you have in your CV you wrote you have worked on incident module, right?
yes,
Okay. So
yes, I
what
have
are
worked
the
on
things?
using.
Mhm. What are the things you have done in incident?
Yeah,
Can you
uh,
explain?
yeah, sure, definitely. And I have worked on the incident on my recent project also. I worked on the incident. Like whenever
Mhm.
user wants to close the chat, it will ask like, I have created the one of the topic on the virtual agent, and whenever user want to close the chat, he needs to he
Okay.
needs to he needs to
Okay.
it will
Can
ask
you?
like,
Mhm.
how you really, yeah, yeah, let me do you want to create the instant like this, and the whole conversation will save on that instant with the one of the conversation table IMS table. I have created one of the field on the incident table, and with the IMS number it will auto populate like by using script include methods and these things. And next, um, these things I have worked on the instant model recently, and previously I have worked on the SLAs and
Okay.
some configurations I have done.
Okay. Can you tell me about the priority matrix?
Yeah,
What
sure.
it is and how it
um,
works? Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Priority matrix, by using impact and urgency, it will work. um, based on the impact and agency, the priority matrix will work like um, P1, P1, P2, P3, and P2, P3, P4, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have remembered the table. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I
Okay.
I know, but by using impact and agency only, it will populate.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want,
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, so is that priority matrix can be changed? For example, customer asks you that for impact equal to one and urgency equal to one. Right now, maybe it is showing that priority equal to one. But for example, take an example. They want to show priority equal
yeah,
to two. Okay. So impact is one, urgency is one, priority will be P2. Is it possible? And then how can it be possible?
impact is one and priority, sorry, urgency is two, right? Then it will be market as
No, right now,
uh,
maybe the scenarios for interview
mhm,
purpose, maybe the scenario is impact is one, urgency is one, priority is one happening right now. Okay. Impact one, urgency one,
mhm,
priority one is happening. But your customers say that if
okay.
impact is one, urgency is one, set the priority equal to P2. Where did you change to complete this functionality?
Um, yeah, understood. Um, yeah, mm, we can do by using assignment rules we can
There is
use,
already priority
I
lookup
guess.
table is defined there. So you can just go to the table based on impact and urgency. You can just
Yes. Yeah, correct. Actually, I haven't worked with this type of requirement. It's really good question. I need to improve this. Yes.
Priya go on.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, you have used business rule, right? You have worked on it.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, can you tell me what is display business rule?
Yeah, display business rule. We can use this display business rule from server side to client side. We can use this like by using g underscore scratchpad method. We can use this by using display business rule.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, we can call anything like if we want to populate any field like a short description or description, we can call by using g underscore scratchpad from client side to server side. On client server side, whatever name we have given for the g underscore scratchpad, it will print whenever we set as a alert, it will come. And we need to set on the some of the field like short description or description or anything, we can populate like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small basic example I have given. Yeah.
Okay. So, you are using update set, right? When you are moving your
Yeah.
development from one instance to another instance. So, for
Yeah.
example, as a OOB functionality, service update set has few states like in progress, ignore, and complete. Okay. So, when you
Yeah.
are capturing something, it is in progress state, right? And
Yeah.
when you are moving it is moved to completed states. For example, you have
Mhm.
created one update set, you have captured something, your development, and you marked the update set as completed. Okay. And you
Oh,
didn't raise migration request yet. Later, there is small changes in your development, and you need to capture some other things within the same update set. So what you will do, you will move it to in progress and you will capture, or you will create a new update set to capture that.
whenever we are
As,
moving,
mhm, as you have all as you
actually,
already have one update set for your development, for that development, yeah, for that story.
mhm,
Yeah, go ahead.
mhm. Yeah. Whenever we complete the default updates, it will capture whatever
No, no, that is fine. I'm asking that
we
you
want.
have marked is already completed. Okay. Then you need
Mhm.
to again, you have something, you missed something, and you need to capture some other things within that same update set. So will you change the update set state as in progress and will capture, or you will create a new one and there you will capture the changes, and the changes is related to the same
Yes.
story.
Yeah. This is. Yeah. I got it now. Understood clearly. Um.
Okay.
Yeah. We can create one of the update set and like we can do batch updates it for that, and it will work like it's like a parent and child, it will work.
Okay. Always
Yeah,
recommend is to when you are marking one update set as completed, not to move it in progress. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I
Because
told.
it will collide. The
Yes, yes,
society is already moved in the
yes, yes, yeah,
higher
yeah,
instances
yeah,
when
yeah,
anyone
that's the
will
reason.
click
Yeah,
the completed
um
update set. Okay. Okay.
yes, we can do merge updates at well, merge update set as well. We need to capture on another update set, and we need to merge it.
Hmm. Yeah.
This is also one of the practice.
Yes. Yes. Right. Okay. Okay. So transform map you used, right? What is qualities in
Yeah,
transform map?
Coolies feel right.
Yeah. Qualities. Yeah.
Whenever we are yes, yes, whenever we are whenever the fields are creating by clicking on the auto map matching fields, it will automatically create by using coolies. Whenever we check the coolies, um, it will create for suppose number one of the unique fields will be there on that for suppose source table and target table, and there is a two different fields. Okay, um, it will create one of the extra field by checking on the coolies unique
Okay. That
fields.
means this is a
Like
unique field. Based on that, the records will
yeah,
be inserted or updated.
yes, yes, yeah, what I'm telling is for suppose on source table and target table, short description both will be there, so it will update as it is. But for example, on short description it will be there one of the table, and another table on another target one, it is different, like not short description, it's different means, then it will create the new field by checking on the college field.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
why we
That's
need
it.
transform map?
um because we need to import the data, right? We need to
Can't
import the data on
you,
the service now.
can't you directly insert into the service now? Why do you need the transform map?
Sorry, yeah, because transform maps is used to transfer the data from source to the target table. That is called the transform map.
What is the source? What is the
Source
source?
table. Source table means whenever we are importing the data, uh, one of the table will create. That is called source table, and target table is whatever uh, we need to insert on that table, means like incident table or problem table or something. That is called target table.
Okay. So whenever every time you load the data, every time it will create another source table. For example, you load one data into the incident table. It will create a source table. Now, second time you are loading the data. Every
Yeah.
time it will create a source table.
Yes. Yeah. It will create.
That's not a good idea, right? So if I want to daily, every day, I need to be data import into the service now. For an example, incident table or any custom table. If it is creating that
Mhm.
everyday source table, that's not a good idea, right?
Uh, I guess I missed it. Yeah, understood. Uh,
So basically, source table can be reused. It's not like every time it can generate, you can reuse the source table.
uh,
ServiceNow create
yeah,
ServiceNow
yeah,
given you that some limit, like 1,000 import set table you can create. More than that, it would be chargeable depending on your account manager, whatever agreement with the ServiceNow. But it's not necessary that every time it will generate a new table. You can utilize the existing table, existing transformer.
yes, 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 understood. Yeah, got it, got it right. Understood.
Okay. So in that, how many transform script available into the transform map? I mean, how many types of transform script are available in transform map?
Mm, uh, actually, I have worked on so much on starting. I have worked on the transform app scripts, like if action is true.
For example,
I haven't remembered this thing.
let's say that you are loading that
Yeah,
data. data to this incident table. Okay.
Okay.
And then you don't want to run that business rule, whatever business rule present to these incident table, you don't want to run that. Is it possible to
Okay.
do that?
Um, yes, we can do by using transform app scripts. Okay. Mm, like um, uh, u underscore source equal to the target underscore whatever we need to update. We need to update by using that.
There is a checkbox called run business rule into the transformer itself. If you uncheck that, none of the business
Yeah.
rule will be run. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, ask your
Understood.
question.
It's different.
Yeah. So here one question. Um, so suppose you have created one business rule on incident form, okay, in your dev instance, and
Okay.
okay, and you were taking the export of one new record and moving it to in your test instance. So and the business rule will run on insert of any record, incident record. So if you will create a
Okay.
new incident record in dev instance, you will move that one in your test instance through XML. Will the business rule run in your test instance? And in your test instance, the business rule is already present.
Um,
Basically, the question is that
but
during the
we can use
XML,
one of the.
basically the question is that during the data migration, is business rule run or not?
Mm, yes, understood, right. If we do one of the method is called current dot set flow method false means it won't work. Hello, Rohit.
No, business rule, whenever, if you do any XML import, none of this business rule will be done. Okay, so either you do
Right, right. Yeah.
and whatever. So
When
it
you are
will.
manually creating,
Yeah.
then only it will run. When you are migrating through update set or XML movement, it will not run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So you have used workflow. Why we use workflow? Suppose for
To
any item, yeah,
mhm.
for any catalog item, why you use, I mean, why we use workflow?
Yeah, to automate the process, to automation of the process, like um, whenever we submit the request first, we need to go to the approvals and RITMs. Sorry, whenever RITM is created, a request is created, RITM need to create. It means task we needs to create, and for that purpose, we are using the workflows.
So any workflow which is running on any particular catalog item. Okay, so suppose I am
Mhm.
creating one workflow and attaching with a particular catalog item. Okay, on which table it will run? Is it RITM? Is it catalog task? Is it request? Is it catalog
SC,
item? On which table it
SC underscore request table. SC underscore request table.
it will run on RITM table. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. RITM table. Okay.
Okay. And based on that, the
Catalog
flow will be running like whatever task you were creating within the workflow, whatever approval you were
Mhm.
mentioning in the workflow, it will work on that way. Okay.
Okay.
So suppose,
Basically,
yeah,
if you
go
think
ahead.
about that, like each catalog item have a separate workflow, right? Let's say that example,
Yeah.
the company enable that add to cart option, right? So if the people
Yeah.
have ordered two catalog items, the two separate workflow will be run on the RITM table itself, not on that request, because request is just a number, but each request have a separate
Mhm.
RITM, and that RITM is associated with the catalog item, right? So based it will run on the
Yes.
RITM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Priya.
Okay. So, do you know to pass any value from one activity to another activity in workflow? What we use? I mean, uh, I'm giving you one example. Suppose I have two catalog tasks, okay, within one
Mhm.
RITM, and I am defining those two catalog tasks within my workflow. And
Mhm.
whatever in the catalog task, there is a variable. Whatever
Mhm.
values we are providing in that variable in the first catalog task, it will be the value will be passing to the second catalog task. Can we achieve it?
Um,
If yes,
yes,
how?
we can which workflow dot scratchpad dot a equal to workflow dot scratchpad um, scratchpad dot b by using workflow dot scratchpad.
Okay, by defining scratchpad variable. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you worked on SLA. So
Yes, I have worked on this alias.
can you tell me why we use SLA, why we need to define SLA, and how it works?
SLA is a service level agreement. Okay, and
Mhm.
um, for suppose if any incident is there, like priority one incident, let's take an example. It needs to complete in some 8 hours like that. By using the SLA, it will give the time for the incident needs to complete at that time on 8 hours. There is the service level agreement. I hope you understand, Priya. Hello.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is problem when we create a problem
Uh,
instead of incident?
yeah. On one team, everyone is facing the same issue. Okay. There, then the problem record will be created.
Okay.
Hello. It is a collection of one or more incidents.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is emergency change?
Emergency agents,
Acha,
I haven't
first
worked
tell me
on it.
why we use change module, why we need to create change.
Um, because of for suppose um, on the organization, if anything is like any server is down, we need to create the one of the change request, and um, it will be on the schedule. Like mm, we need to fix that by using change request. For that, we need to raise the change request.
Okay. Yeah. For any organization, if we need to, yeah, change anything, drastic change, then we create a change and it will go through multiple approval processes, tasks and all, right?
Tasks and everything. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what types of client script?
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely. On load, and on change, and on submit, and on validate. These are the four types of the client scripts. First three are works on the forms, and last one will work on the list view,
okay. So
which
based
means
on
on
any
validate.
condition, yes.
Yeah.
So based on any condition, if we need to restrict submission of any form, then which type of client script we will use and which script we will use in that
We need to restrict the any one of the form, right?
form
Uh,
submission. Yeah, if I
Form
will save
submission.
the, yeah,
Uh, yes, yes, understood. We can use on change. It's better. Whenever we are doing something, we need to write return as false for not submitting the form.
but when I'm saving the form or submitting the form, will
Mhm.
the on change work? Because on change client script will work on any change of variable or field.
Uh, Sorry, on submit. Yeah, on submit. Wrong answer. Yes,
Yes, we need to create
on
on
submit.
submit. It will work when we are
Yes, yes.
saving any form or any submitting any form.
Yes, update or submit. Yeah, actually little bit confused. Yeah, got it now. Understood.
Priya, this meeting is going to be end in 5 minutes, so we have 5 more minutes. So you can ask few more questions and then we can wrap up this call.
I am almost done. If you
Okay.
have any question, you can ask.
Okay.
Rohit.
So did you work on the integration?
Yes, I have worked on the integration.
Which type of
And on
integration?
integration,
Which type of
yes,
integration?
it's it's a virtual agent to the AWS Live Agent integration.
Using SOAP or REST or any plugin?
Yeah, I have used the REST API method. No, REST API methods by using REST API methods, and get and post methods. We have used.
What is the difference between GET and POST?
Um, get is getting the getting the data from the third party to the ServiceNow virtual agent, and post method is sending the data from the ServiceNow virtual agent to the third party live agent.
Basically, both are
I'm just giving the example. I don't know exact definitions.
you actually
It's
need
like
to
a inbound or outbound. It will work like.
you need to be improved that way. Okay. So GET is basically you are triggering from your service now, but you are trying to fetch some information from third party. And POST is sometime if you want to
Yeah.
create data to the third party. Let's say that you are trying to create some data to the third party. That time we use the POST method. Okay.
Okay.
So do you know that what is the inbound
Yeah.
integration and outbound integration? What is the difference between inbound and outbound integration?
Yeah. The inbound integration. Actually, I have created the bidirectional integration, which is virtual agent, virtual agent and AWS Live Agent third party.
So when you are
AWS
sending
Live
some
Agent.
data, that is outbound
When
or inbound? When
when
you
I'm sending the data, it is outbound. Outbound. When I'm receiving the data, it is inbound integration.
okay, is it possible to send the attachment from ServiceNow to any other environment through the integration?
Actually, I have created the file picker option on the ServiceNow virtual agent, sending by using the sending attachment.
Okay, but what
Yes,
did you
we can send. We can send.
what method we have to use?
Um, Method. I'm not sure. Actually, for that, what I have done is on the I have created the virtual agent topic. There is option called file picker. If user types the chart on file picker, um, attachment means it will come the you need to attach the attachment, then it will go from here to there.
Anyway, so you need to be improved little bit about integration. Okay.
Mhm. And may I know the sending attachment from service node to another tool? What is the API method? May I know which method I mean and it
Yeah, either you use the flow designer using the multipart, otherwise you can do that base 64 encoding and send the data.
flow designer or basic
Base 64 encoding method to sending the data. So you need to be encode that
basic?
whole data and then send that so that they can
Uh,
decode and then they can use that. Okay.
okay. Yeah, got it. Thanks, Rohit.
Overall, interview was very good. Uh, Little bit needs to be improved. Some of the places I have noted down all this area that you need to be improved. Maybe you can recheck this later. I'll share those all these details. You need to be little bit confidence or so yeah, little needs to be confidence. Introduction part and then what did you have done in the projects? You need to be work on those two area because when you go for interview, that's your first impression and
Mhm.
you are a little bit weak on that area. So you need to be confidently introduce yourself. What you have done into the current project, you need to be improve those two area. Which version service now you are working, those needs to be you need to be confident because that is your first impression. Okay.
Yes, got it. Got it, Rohit. Really great time
Yeah.
with you. Nice
And
talking with you the first.
within this 3 year experience, I think you have pretty much although we don't ask you very scenario basis, but whatever we have asked so far, it's pretty much you have given the right answer. Some of the cases you might not be given the right answer. That's okay, because you have only 3 years experience. I wish all the best, and we'll get all this information with a couple of days. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
best.
Thank you very much for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Really,
Thanks.
thank you, Priya, and asking good questions.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rohit.
Yeah.
Thank
Your
you.
Thanks.
time and you guys spend my time for this. Really great. I really appreciate this.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited to connect with you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.